And it's now time for the business review. Another Jamaican company is coming to market for an initial public offering, seeking to raise funds on the stock exchange. Everything Fresh, a produce importation outfit, is currently owned and operated by members of the Pullen family. For full disclosure, TVJ News must declare that the chairman of the company is a member of the board of Television Jamaica. Here's TVJ's Milton Walker.
Everything Fresh is a significant player in the food import business in Jamaica. The company started a little over 20 years ago buying produce from local farmers and distributing it to supermarkets. They moved into importing produce and eventually meats and seafood. It's a family-owned and operated enterprise, and now the family wants to raise money to expand and share the success with other investors.
I know that you haven't really heard about my company. We have never really needed to advertise or promote. It's always been referred from customer to customer. They'll tell this person, hey, this chef will speak to this chef, and they'll call me, and then I'll slowly fit in more clients. One day my cousin turned to me and says, hey, why don't you try going public and expand more?
The company has enjoyed robust growth throughout its history. Exponential year-on-end growth, and there are always some constraints by way of finance costs. So going public at this time is a good way to fund expansion at a larger rate without suffering, from the high costs of money.
So from its early start selling local produce, what does the company do now?
I like to expand my market share out there more. I like to provide more lines to my customer that has limited me because of cash flow. So basically, I don't see me expanding to the huge warehouse at this time. We want to expand our market share, and that's a big push that we're going to do. I know in the future we'll run out of warehouse space, but by that time I'll expand to a certain size that then I'll put to a bigger warehouse.
But what are the company's plans for the future? What is it that the company will be offering potential investors?
We're looking into about a processing plant for livestock, things like goat, lamb, pig. All right. So we're looking into that part. That part will drop under Everything Fresh, because we're trying to substitute all the imports. We import lamb right now. Most people import everything based around the material for making bacon. All right. All goat, nearly a large portion of goat is being imported. We like to look into ways of offsetting that.
Essentially, it would seek to stop importing burgers and deli meats. The chairman quickly added that the expansion of the company is not going to come solely through the processing plant. He argues that growth will come from other sources as well.
The expansion of the company is not going to come largely through the introduction of the plant. There are existing customers. What am I going to say now? There are existing customers that require larger amount of products from us right now, and there are thousands of additional hotel rooms which are going to be added shortly. So the demand just for existing products is expected to grow phenomenally. So that is where the bulk of the growth is expected to come from.
The company has a relatively small staff of 26, some of whom have been with the company for as long as 14 years. The CEO proudly boasts that they have no stealing, and their spoilage rate is almost nil. They declined to give a precise date for the IPO and would only say it will be this year. For the Business Review, I'm Milton Walker.